Hi everybody, me again. Hair still done by me. Uh, Suffering through a bunch of gout attacks. So, by the way, plantar fasciitis and gout attacks are great. Uh, Especially when you deal with SSI and they turn you down because they say you may make too much money in the future. I'm not exactly sure what that means. That was their reason to turn me down. But I find it humorous, you know. And if you haven't had gout before or plantar fasciitis, and all the problems. I digress. Never mind. So today we're talking about we're in a quasi almost recession. Sorry, and we had some serious issues in the United States with spending money on stupid things. Well, here's a question for you. Why the heck did two governors take it upon themselves to spend millions of dollars of our money, not their money, they didn't make it, to send migrants to New York City and to Martha's, wherever it is, up in New Hampshire, I think it is, and to Washington, D.C., whatever. And then they claim, oh, this is what I did. So what they're telling you is they're so stupid, they'll spend taxpayers' money to send migrants to another state, adding millions to the cost if they're going to be shipped back to their country. Remember, they were on the border. Now they're central U.S. or northeast U.S., and we've got to pay to send them back. How stupid is that? Governor DeSantis and Abbott, they are the dumbest people I've ever seen ever run a state. Because all they're talking about is, oh, look at me. And they always complain that they say the Democrats are being political. Well, if you notice lately, all you hear about, the cat again, all you hear about when you talk about politics is one side spreading hate, distrust, and weaponizing migrants now. And the other side sometimes needs to be a little bit more forceful. Okay, I don't agree with either side in some things. But I'll never agree with Donald Trump because he wastes money just on wasting money. No offense, having the White House change to gold fixtures or something like that. If even 2% of the stuff they said he did in the White House is true, he's by far the dumbest president we've ever had. I don't see him doing anything where he quotes literature, so obviously he doesn't read either. But the thing about this is not the way those politicians are acting right now, all of them. It's an election cycle and they act stupid. The thing is, they're wasting our money. Our money. I mean, I understand we have to have defense spending, and the proof of them doing a good job on that area is the F-35 and the simple weapons that we've developed that really seem to defeat anything any other country has right now. That's probably good business because without getting in a big war, dragging us all to pieces, they're fighting a war the only way we can right now, and that's we don't like that. So I'm perturbed. I am perturbed that they're spending a lot of money to send migrants for what? Well, what would be your purpose other than to waste taxpayer money? I mean, somewhere somebody's got to get their head and pull it out of the muck they've got it stuck in and realize we need to stop wasting money on items that have nothing to do with getting the job done. You don't know how to handle the migrants? Well, you've just proved it in two cases. The governor of Florida and the governor of Texas do not know how to handle migrants. You know how I know that? Because they brag about all these things they're going to do, but they end up shipping them somewhere else because they don't know how to do it. So that's all political. They proved that they don't know how to deal with their own state. I mean, no offense, but we have a senator in Texas that's not even U.S. born. And he's trying to act like a native Texan. Well, he's proven he has no honor. And last time I looked, honor was the most important thing. So this is just a little blurb on that area. That's my little rant. I always get into ranting on stuff like that. But I hate politics. I really do. Anybody who's been listening to their front door ring knows that politics are terrible. And now that they put more unlimited money into it, that was the biggest mistake of all time. And now that the Supreme Court is no longer trustworthy at all. And the reason I say that is if 77% of the people don't like donuts, you don't bring donuts to work. But apparently, 70% isn't enough for the population. Remember, our country is a country led by the people, not by some idiot who doesn't know how to budget. And I guarantee you they don't have a budget for busing migrants to New York City. I guarantee you they don't have a budget for shipping them. You don't solve a problem by getting rid of it to another state that has to deal with it. You solve a problem by learning to deal with your own problem. Abbott, DeSantis, you really want those type people handling the problem? We're going to go bankrupt. Okay. I think the only thing in our world that needs to be fixed is our choice of where we want to be. I used to be completely enamored with John Wayne. He was my epitome of the greatest man ever. Of course, I watched an interview that he made that said some statements that I really don't like. But he's still one of the best Western actors there ever was. And I've enjoyed his movies for years. And I liked Bill Cosby right up until he did something really bad. Or they convicted him of it. And they have enough evidence to convict him. I liked O.J. Simpson. I still like O.J. Simpson because in my mind's eye, the only thing they proved is they didn't know how to lead a case and they didn't know how to put anybody in it. Where I stand right now is different than when I was a kid. I changed my entire opinion about the world. I don't vote Republican now. And I voted previously for the first most of my life. I'm 61, going to be 62. I voted Republican. And then Donald Trump showed up and I saw right in front of me literally the biggest liar I've ever seen. But he didn't just lie about the little baby kissing stuff and all the other stuff. He lied about very important things. He didn't do anything he said he was going to do when he got in office. He tried to build a wall. He wants to put his face on Rushmore. What has he done to deserve that? Nothing. So when I rant about somebody, I rant on it because it starts to stress me out. If anybody hasn't been watching TV lately, it's all about violence. Do we cancel the FBI? No. Do we cancel the police? No. And in fact, I bet you if we looked at the root causes on all those, it's the Russians behind it, Iranians, Chinese. They're hacking our systems. I've been in computers and technology for most of my life. In fact, this is the birthplace of computers where I'm at. And I can see something wrong. Somebody's trying to steer us to not be Americans anymore. I don't like that. I don't want to see that. I don't want the United States to be ruined by foreign countries that we don't retaliate against. Russia and China and Iran and Iraq and wherever else the hackers are in the world. I don't care where they are. They could be in multiple countries. We need to actively hunt them down because they're damaging the United States almost as bad as some of the politicians in the United States. But I'm a native-born Texan, and I'm really mad. I'm really mad of what's been going on with the state of Texas. I mean, it's now a thing where it's not even a good thing to admit you're from Texas. Not if you're anybody else. I really think that we need to start moving on from this. That's all. You guys have a nice day. I'm just ranting.